Whether it's early morning or late night, like I told y'all, sometimes it's gonna be planned and sometimes it's not. It's gonna be random, very random with me. I come on whenever I feel like it. Whenever I feel like it's a topic that need to be discussed or something that needs to be discussed, whether it's in the LGBT community or not, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna discuss it. This is my platform, and I'm gonna do with times, whether it's planned or not. I'm gonna come on here when when I'm ready. So I know this is late for some of you guys, but this is the time that I had to spare. This is the time that I felt like I can come on here, say my piece, and then peace from a nerd, and be okay with that. So hopefully you guys have an incredible week so far. I know it just started. I know, fresh out. I know it's already, it just started, but we're gonna get through this week. Don't worry about it. I have a topic tonight. I want to discuss something tonight that, like I said, I was scrolling on my on one of my social, mini social media apps or whatever, and I came across this video, and I was like, okay, I gotta bring this to my YouTube channel because this is a very important topic to me, and I want to discuss it. First, let me say thank you, God, ancestors, and universe, for blessing me, guiding me, protecting me, forgiving me for all my sins, for being so human at times, and just loving me. Just thank you so much, God, ancestors, universe, forever. I'm beyond in love with you, first and foremost, forever. I always do that first. If anybody ever have a problem with that, you can leave now. I'm going to always give God, the ancestors, universe, respect. And if you have a problem with that, that's weird to me, but whatever. But you can exit out whenever you feel like it. They're going to always have respect in my life. Now that that's said, though, like I said, hey guys, hello, 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 hello. And like I said, I don't scream on my channel. I want to make that clear. I know there's a lot of YouTubers, they go hard, and God bless them and be with them. I love them too because I watch a lot of other YouTubers too. But like I said, I do have respect for the people around me. I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to yell or, go crazy. Most of it's crazy because I am being a YouTuber. I do not, people that live around me don't even know. That's how quiet I be sometimes. They be like, what? Yeah. So they don't even believe I'm a YouTuber at times. They be like, what? We don't ever hear you. Yeah. They don't hear me in here screaming, yelling, doing nothing crazy. So just turn your volume up on your TV, your phone, however you watch me. Try to please always turn that volume up so I can keep respect for people. I don't want nobody to disrespect me, and I don't want to disrespect nobody else screaming and yelling on the YouTube or any other social media going crazy. I can't do that, and I'm not going to ever do that. So I'm not going to, be a disrespectful, neighbor or anything like that. But just turn your volume up so you can hear me. Let me get right into this topic, though, tonight that I want to discuss right here on my YouTube channel, on my platform. Y'all know the name of my channel is Toccara heART. Is always something that's dear to my heart or something I want to discuss. That's when I bring it to my YouTube channel. That's when I bring it here to my platform. I want to piggyback off of something that Tracy Ellis Ross said on her recent interview. In her recent interview with Oprah Winfrey, I think she was on the she wasn't physically there, but they had her on a screen in the background from somewhere, and she was talking to Oprah, and she was saying how she's a person in the industry, in Hollywood, an actress, and she doesn't have a child, and that's okay. You can still be a powerful, icon in the world as a woman, as an actress, as any role, actress, singer, as any role that you decide to be, and you can still be powerful, and you don't have to bear children or be fruitful to do that. And she was making that very clear. And of course, some people in the comments was positive and they agree with her. So people like myself that had, that have no children, we completely agree with that. We was like, yes, somebody finally came out and said it, because this world that we live in make you feel like, make women in particular feel like we have to bear children or be fruitful just to exist in this world or just to be considered women in this world. And that is so not true. You do not have to have a child to be considered a woman. That is a caveman, mentality to have. And even some of the women was underneath with the comments saying, yeah, well, I think you should have had kids and you should have, you should always want to be, it was just insane. I was like, wow. So we don't have just cave men out there. We have cave women out there as well. That feel exactly how some men feel, which is insane to me. But I wanted to bring this to my channel because I wanted to let the women out there like myself know, the women that are 40 plus and y'all decided not to have children, that was a choice that you made, just like I made. Listen, I made this choice very young in life. I even told my parents. And it had nothing to do with my sexuality. It had nothing to do with no childhood traumas or something that happened to me. And I just know. I just felt early on The world that we live in will never be safe enough for me to place my children here, for me to bear children. It's too many sick people out there. There's so many things going on in this world that I don't care for. And I said, if I can save my child or children from any of that insanity or pain, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to wait till another life, heaven, beyond, to have a child. I just couldn't place my children here. I'm sorry. And that's how I always felt. That's how, and I will forever feel like that. Like, until I'm off, until I'm off this planet. But, to the women like myself, don't beat yourself up. Don't feel like, just like Tracy Ellis Ross said in her video, Diana Ross's daughter. Y'all should know who she is, but if y'all don't, she's Diana Ross's daughter. You can Google that. You can look that up. Google that. The Tracy Ellis Ross interview with Oprah is going to pop right up in the Google bar, okay? Or whatever, however you decide to look for something or search for something. But it was her daughter that made the comments on the Oprah show, letting it be known that it's okay to be a woman in this world, in this society, not bear children, not give birth to any children, not to be reproduced, and that's okay. That doesn't make you less of a woman. That doesn't make you kind of, sort of a woman. You are still considered a woman. And you could be powerful and brave, and you could still, it didn't take me to bear children to be a mom. Okay, my sister had children, and I helped her raise hers, okay? So it don't take sometimes for you to, and I wanted to help her. I love my nieces and nephews. God bless them. I love them with all my heart. Everything I'm doing is for my immediate family. Everything from being on here, from praying about some things, manifesting some things. Everything Toccara is doing is for for herself and her immediate family. Trust. So yes, I love children. Children are beautiful, and they are a gift from God, and all of that. But to not want them and to not give birth to them and still feel like society has to get out of that idea that if you're not giving birth to a child, that you're not somehow still a woman, a very powerful, beautiful woman in this world, that you don't hold no weight. They have to get out of that mentality. You don't have to have a child to be considered a woman. You don't even have to you don't have to have that, sorry. You don't have to have a child to be considered a mom. Yeah, I know that. Adoption and just a lot of other thank you. Come on, this is 2024. There's a lot of ways to still be, you could be a godmother. There's a lot of godmommies that step up. God forbid something happened to the kid's biological mom. Stuff happens, unfortunately. The godmommy got to step up, and she got to be mom if they appointed, a godmom. So there's a lot of ways that a lot of people with pets, you can't tell them that that's not their child. Now, is a difference for the people that's going to come in the comments like, oh, well, pets are not children. Of course, I know that. I do have a brain, and I do use it, okay? Of course, pets are not children. So there's no comparison. But there's a lot of people out there with pets that you couldn't tell them, hey, that's not their children. From the way they dress them, put them in strollers and take care of them and take them to the vet and pay them high bills. Pets are not expensive either. You ever got a vet bill? Okay? So some people feel, hey, that is my child, And when they lose them, they cry and they feel bad, and you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of ways to still be considered a mom without giving birth to an actual child. But for the women out there like myself who decided that they were not going to have children by choice, either it's because of my reason, because I just didn't trust some of the people in this world, and I wanted to protect my children at all costs, or you just felt like it wasn't for you. You just did not want to produce a child. You just didn't want to recreate. That's fine. And don't let nobody in the society make you feel like you're less than a woman because you made that choice. Don't let them get into your psyche. Don't let them get into your mental. They will do everything and anything to make you feel less than in this world. And you cannot let them creep into your mental like that. Please don't let them bother you with that mess. Every woman in this world was not created to recreate in order to still be considered a very powerful being on this planet. And I need that very much understood. And for the cavemen and women that feel that way, this is definitely not the video for you. You can take your thought and go somewhere else with it. Okay? I'm going to just make that clear. Another topic I want to talk about while I'm on here real quick is this saying that's going around in the LGBT community. And they're talking about later in life lesbians. That's what the new term is called, or the new saying is called for them. It's basically women that either didn't know that they were a lesbian, or they knew but they were scared to come out at a younger age, so they kept that secret from their family because of religious reasons, because of they didn't want to get disowned or kicked out or whatever. They just were scared to come out and be who they are. And so later on, and when I mean later on, I'm not talking about in their 20s, I'm talking about in their 40s plus. These are women that's coming out at 50, at 60. They're coming out at, later on in life. They call later in life lesbians. Let me say this to you guys as well. Welcome to our community. It's okay for you to be here and love and adapt to our lifestyle, and know that it's not all blue skies. It comes with a lot being one of us. As far as women rights, LGBTQ rights, just don't do the benefits of some other things. I heard a lot of them say, as far as sex goes, oh my God, the sex is so. If that's the only reason why you chose to be with women after all that time, because you found out sexually we were better, really? You could have just kept that as a sexual pleasure and kept it moving. You didn't have to stay a part of the LGBT community. But like I said, to each his own. I'm not here to bash or judge you guys. The message that I want to get out to the later in life lesbians is, the thing is, for people like myself without children, right? You can't turn around and get upset with us because we don't want to date somebody with children. Okay? You can't get upset with. I read some of the comments with them, and I read some of them, and some of them were very much upset, or as these young people say, in their feelings about. They kept asking, like, why certain lesbians don't want to date other lesbians with kids. Because it was a choice that we made early on. We didn't come out at 40. We came out at 18 and younger. We knew like what we are, and we stuck with that. Okay. You can't get upset and say, hey, how come you don't want to date us later in life lesbians with children? What's the problem? The problem is we chose not to be parents for a reason. We chose not to be moms for a reason. Okay? And another thing is, if you are a later in life lesbian, maybe you should find another later in life lesbians. Y'all should get together, and that'll be so you have the same experience. You see what I'm saying? So she got kids, y'all can blend the family. There's a lot of beautiful blended families out there. Y'all know that. Y'all can. And then I heard somebody in the comments on one of they posts, later in life lesbian posts, state, well, I already have kids and I don't want to date somebody else with kids. That's just too many kids for me. I don't want that big family. You see how my eyes just went up? You see how my eyes just got big? I was like, the nerve. I was like, so what you're saying is you purposely are out there looking for somebody else without kids to date, to come into your life and to take on you and your kids. That is not okay to me. That is not okay. How dare you feel like you don't want more kids and you already had kids, and I'm telling you, hey, maybe you should find somebody else with kids to date. Y'all could blend that family. You telling me, oh, I don't want that. I didn't come out of the closet to have more kids. Okay, but you started that process. Listen, before you became a lesbian, you was with your husband for 18 years. You was with your husband for 20 years. Okay, and y'all, created some children. You cannot turn around and say, I don't want to date somebody else with children because I didn't plan on becoming a lesbian and having more kids. Honey, I didn't plan on dating a woman with children either. Listen, and I'm not. Y'all, listen, anybody who personally knows Toccara, I don't date women with children by choice. By choice. That's just my personal preference. But what the later in life lesbians have to understand, you cannot try to go out there and pick single lesbians or lesbians without children to come into your life to be with you and your children, and they didn't really sign up for that. You know what I'm saying? And then when somebody come along and say, hey, date another later in life lesbians and blend your family, you are appalled. You are angry. You're like, I don't want any more kids. I already got my own. You can't, you sort of can't feel that way, honey. And that's never a cue to start looking for single people like myself without children and be like, yeah, that's what I want. We might not want that. We didn't sign up for that. We don't want that. Children are a blessing and they are beautiful, but we don't necessarily, and I'm not speaking for all, listen, PSA, I am not speaking for women without children. There are plenty of studs and femmes, I'm gonna say that too, that wouldn't mind dating someone with children. They always wanted children, maybe for some medical reason they couldn't have children. That's their opportunity. So big shout out to you guys. I'm just saying I happen to be a person who that's not my preference. But I don't want to get beat in the head for my preference either or made feel guilty or manipulated because that's my preference. I do not want to date someone with children or feel like I should be, that should be forced upon me because you don't, as a later in life lesbians, you don't want to date another late in life lesbian because you don't feel like you want a bigger family or you don't want you to become a lesbian to, have more kids. Honey, that's something you should have thought about before you started having children with your ex-husband or the father of your children. You see what I'm saying? You can't put that on me and make me feel guilty about that. Excuse me. And it was another comment I read, and a lot of women, a lot of girls, not women, because there is a difference of girls and women. If y'all don't know the difference, whatever. A lot of girls on that comment was saying, well, they can date me as a later in life lesbian, but they don't have to take care of my kids. They don't have to do nothing for my kids. They don't have to take care of my kids. I can take care of my own kids. So they don't have to feel like that. Sweetheart. Woman to woman, right? There's no way that somebody's going to walk into your life knowing that you have children and they're not going to be a part of that child's life or they're not going to want to help you take care of them children. Unless you dating some cold-hearted person that just will literally date you, marry you, and be with you, and not give a damn about your kids, which is insane to me. I don't know who y'all out here dating. 9 out of 10 times, the person that enters your life, knowing that you have children, they want to be there for you and your children. That's just their heart. That's just how they were raised. That's how they were built. Okay, that's how they was taught. Nobody's gonna walk into your life unless, like I said, they are a cold-hearted person and say, hey, yeah, I could date you, I could be with you, but I don't want to deal with your kids. No. So when you make a comment like that saying that you don't need nobody to take care of your kids, they could just be with me, they ain't got to worry about my kids, you're lying, sweetheart. You're lying. Okay? Because even if you don't need them financially to take care of your kids, you need them to physically take care of your kids. You need help. Okay, with meal preps, with school stuff, with come on, soccer practice, with come on, recitals and whatever else you got going on out there, you need help. You know the economy we living in. You know the government we dealing with. That's not really sure. Come on, you need some assistance, and even if it's not financially, you need help with them kids. So when you come in them comments talking about something you don't need help and you need nobody to help you with your kids, you're lying. And you're not only lying to that person, you're lying to yourself. And if I always tell people, if you lie to yourself, you can't keep it real with me. I'm sorry. You can't. It's one thing. If you want to lie to yourself, fine. When you start lying to me, oh, we got a big issue. So y'all shouldn't come in them comments like that. I don't need nobody to take care of my children. They don't have to be here in my life with my children. You can just date me and you don't have to. I don't need nobody to take care of mine. You're lying. Okay? Because nobody's going to walk up into your life and date you and marry you and be with you and say the hell with your children. Unless they're, like I said, they real, something is really wrong with that person and you need to really run. Because no, nobody feels like that. Nobody feels like that. Okay? Like I said, I didn't biologically give birth to any children, but I love my nieces and nephews. I would not be around them and feel like, oh, I don't want to take care of them. I don't want to deal with them. No, never. Those are my babies. I didn't, give birth to them, but those are my babies. And if you can have somebody around you with a child and they ignore your child and they all up in your bed at night, you need to question your character at that point. What are you doing with that person? What's up? I couldn't even, if I was a mom, I couldn't date nobody like that. So you should never come in them comments like that. I don't need nobody to take care of mine. Yes, you do. They should come into your life knowing that that's a package deal. Yes, they absolutely. And you should let them know that. You should not be on that post talking about something you don't have to be a part of my kid's life. Because some people take that real seriously, like, oh, that's how you feel? I hope you mean that. Ignore your children. They will ignore them and sleep with you in your every single night. You should watch what you say in them comments. Some people take that really to heart. There's some cold people out there in the world. Be careful what you say. So be real with yourself. Be real with them. You know, keep it real with that person and say, you know what? I need that help. I am a package deal. So when you enter my life, you have, you know, you're gonna be a part of my kid's life as well. Now I understand when you're dating, you don't let people. Well, for the real women out there to understand, you don't let nobody meet your children. Sorry, now my what's the name is moving. Sorry about this. But for the real women out there, of course, you don't let nobody just come around your children like that. You're very precise. You're very careful. And those moms, I respect you guys to the fullest. Like, I got a special place in my heart for you guys because you know what's out there in this world and you will never let nobody allow nobody to hurt your babies. I have a special place in my heart for you guys. For the rest of you that let any and everybody around your children, I pray that your children are safe and that nothing happens to them. But like I said, for the real ones, I hold a special place in my heart for y'all. They are very protective of their kids, and you just cannot come around their kids like that. I respect that. But even you guys, don't make it seem like you don't need their help like that. That they just going to be in your life and they're not going to be in the children's life. You got to keep it real, baby. You got to keep it 100% real with yourself. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Hi guys, sorry. I'm reading my comments now. Hi, Sandra, hi, Tay, Kevin, hi. So it's not an eye. What eye? My eyes. It's not an eye. This is my rose. I don't know. May I see your eye? What eye? You mean on my arm? This eye? Like, I don't know what you was talking about. That's the only, yeah. Or this one? That one? Yeah. That tattoo? That's what you was talking about? I hope that's what you was talking about. I don't know. But thank you for the love, JBR. That's how you say your name, JBR? Thank you. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. Thank you so much. And like I said, definitely, you know, tell your people to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Always calm, collective over here. Y'all seem, for the people who've been here since day one, y'all know Toccara. If y'all looking for that turn up YouTuber, that's not me. I mean, sometimes y'all will catch me at certain events. And y'all will catch me doing certain things. And I will be turned up with my friends and my family. Trust me, in the near future. Yes. But for the most part, it's just like this. It's mellow. It's topics. I'm going to start painting again very soon and stuff like that. And showing you guys my paintings and stuff, my new paintings and stuff. I already gave a few of them away and stuff like that to my family, which I did that for them. So I wanted them to have that certain one. But so I'll definitely get back to that soon because I am an artist. I paint. I want to make that clear. But I love discussing topics in the world too. And not just LGBTQ. Anything, like I told you, the name of this channel is Toccara's Heart. So anything that's in my heart that I feel like I want to discuss, I will bring it to my channel. I will discuss. Bottom line. So I love just being on here and engaging with you guys and talking with you guys and just like this, mellow like this. It don't have to be screaming, yelling. It don't have to be negativity, not on my part ever. And like I said, the people that come in my lives and y'all watch my lives, just always keep it respectable as possible, please. Okay, just please. We like to keep it very positive around here, very mellow, very calm and collective. Okay, I respect the peace more. Once I don't know, it's something about 40 and I was just like, yes, yes, peace just matter. And that's why I always say, that's why y'all always catch me doing my piece from a nerd. Like, it just matter. Like, it just matters to me. So just keep it very mellow around here, okay? But y'all will catch me turned up sometimes or, you know, with my family other times and doing crazy stuff sometimes and, you know, future videos and stuff like that. But for now, we just keep it very mellow around here, okay? All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Happy Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. I might come back on tomorrow because I got something else to do tomorrow. So I might be back on tomorrow. But if I'm not, like I said, I'll definitely be back on. Maybe, I want to say maybe Sunday. I like to do Sundays as well. So Sunday as well, okay? But like I said, I'm definitely might be on here tomorrow. I might be on, you know, again Sunday. But I'll be back. Y'all know I ain't going nowhere far. So as I always say at the end of my videos, peace from a nerd. Bye, guys. Later.